Hello and welcome to the NPL Miners Season 3, Week 3. So it's like 4:30 in the morning here. I'm super tired. So my commentary is not going to be that great, but at least I actually have commentary this week. I've got a new mic, which is a lot better than my previous mics. A little bit more expensive, but worth it. And considering my last mic was completely free, this is definitely an upgrade. I guess let's just get into the battle here. Before we start, a big thing is I have a Sash Shift Tree and multi-scale Dragonite, and things like Agility Metagross and basically any Hoopa set are very scary to my team, and so the idea kind of is to be able to like sponge a hit with either Sash or multi-scale and then revenge back. So it's very important that rocks stay off my side of the field. And things are not looking good in that aspect right here because my Tentacruel is getting weakened, which is unfortunate. But a good thing is his Decidueye is also getting weakened, which really opens up the door for my Choice Scarf Mamoswine to just spam Earthquakes once that thing is weakened. So here's the first instance of hacks in this game where I get a Sludge Bomb Poison. You will see a bit more of that, a bit more hacks that is, not Sludge Bomb Poisons. Yeah. So Hoopa is scary. I decided to go into Clefable, because I figured he wouldn't go straight for the Gunk Shot on a Tentacruel, and I was doing some calcs like during the team building process, and I thought I could live a Gunk Shot, but I didn't really take into account Adamant and Life Orb, or plus Attack Nature and Life Orb. So I kind of assumed I could live one based off of calcs I had seen from other sets, but I never actually calced it myself, and so yeah, that was just me being stupid. I should have actually calced it, but also I did know that if I had to sack something to this, Clefable was probably one of the better things, considering all it really does is set up rocks. I have a Wish Pass set, but that's very hard to pull off in draft games, especially when he has things like Darm, Hoopa, and Metagross, who are just gonna kind of break holes in your team and kind of keep you from Wish Passing. So not really expecting to get much use out of that. It would be nice to pass a Wish to Tentacruel, but not completely necessary. So Clefable is one of the easier sacks here. The only other one I would consider is Gothitelle, because it really trapped things like Milotic and Porygon 2, which didn't come. The only other thing it could really trap is Stunfisk, but that it could still set up rocks on it, which I don't really want. And I guess Mienshao, if it doesn't go for U-turn and it's like Choice Scarf or something. So yeah. That's about it. So Gothitelle, not super useful. Clefable, probably not that useful either, except for getting rocks up. But yeah, about living Gunk Shots, I don't have to. Because more hacks in my favor for the third week in a row. That's fantastic. I absolutely hate hacks. I hate it so much. Even though it's on my side, it's just so unfair. You could argue that I should have gone for Protect the previous turn to stall out Trick Room more, but like I said, I have Sash and Multi-Scale to revenge, so it really didn't matter. I didn't really need to stall out Trick Room per se, just because I had a revenge option either way. But yeah, I still think objectively my better play was to go for Protect the last turn, but I don't think it really matters too much overall. So yeah, I go for protect here, get some more poison damage, stall out a turn of Trick Room, and now I predict he's going to be getting kind of frustrated. That's two Gunk Shots that haven't killed this Clefable. he's gonna predict me to switch, and I'm not going to. I'm just gonna stay in and kill this thing with the Moonblast as he goes for the Hyperspace Fury. Like I said, sacking Clef was an option either way, especially since I'd already got up rocks. So if he did go for another Gunk Shot there, it's not the end of the world, but I actually did make that prediction of him not going for Gunk Shot there. So now he's going to go into Metagross, and I expect he's going to Agility this turn, but I don't want to risk him going for like a Steel type move, or just an attacking move and breaking my Sash or Multiscale. So I figured I'll just sack Gothitelle here. Like I said, Clefable is also a sack, but like I have no real move to go for against this thing. So like if he does start setting up, I can use Shadow Balls with Gothitelle. You know, I can't really stay in on Clefable and just Moonblast and kind of let him set up. So that's why I'm going into Gothitelle. It's the better sack in this scenario. As he does set up the Agility like I predicted. I'm just going to start going for Shadow Balls, try to weaken this thing down. As he's going to go for a Meteor Mash, and it's going to do a lot to a very defensive Gothitelle. So of course another Meteor Mash is going to take me out here, except it misses. Like I said, you know, I have the options of revenge killing, so I don't think it really matters at all, actually, since he's still going to kill me and still going to break one of my revenge killers, basically. You know what I mean. But yeah, basically here, Sucker Punch, like, the extra Shadow Ball damage really doesn't matter when it comes to like Sucker Punch and Knockoff and all that, so yeah. Here I actually do just go for the Knockoff and not the Sucker Punch, because I thought Sucker Punch was a little obvious, and I have the Sash, so it's a pretty safe play, and I'm able to knock the Choice Scarf off of this Mienshao and get a crit. So yeah. More hacks. That's fun. I go into my Rocky Helmet Tentacruel, get some chip damage on this thing. As he is going to go into his Darmanitan. I figure now that I've seen the Mienshao was scarfed, this thing has a good chance to not be scarfed, even though that is still a possibility for sure. Dual Scarfers are a thing, especially against my team, which is relatively fast. Not that these particular mons I brought, but I have some relatively fast mons on my team. So, you know, Dual Scarfers were used on me in week 1, and I would not be surprised to see them again here in week 2, or week 3, I mean. So I decided to go straight into Dragonite, knowing he's going to Earthquake. He kind of just had to, because he did not want to take that Rocky Helmet damage, plus like Flare Blitz damage and all that. So here I can just kind of go for a Dragon Dance and win. I have the Tectonic Rage because it just kills Stunfisk, and also if I needed to revenge Metagross when it was at full health, a normal Earthquake would not be able to KO. So just kind of had that as like a precaution for Metagross if that was needed. But yeah, now that I'm at +1, there's really nothing that he can do. And let's put this on fast here. And watch his team kind of drop. I could have gone for Outrage here, but had no reason to. I didn't really want to lock myself into it when I could get confused on the second one, and the third one would not hit, and something would happen. I don't know. Just Iron Head was my best play, really. But yeah, Jetroid, my Dragonite, sweeps there. Hacks really sucked. I absolutely hate that I've got hacks on my side 3 weeks in a row now. Yeah. So hopefully we'll get the rest of our battles hacks free. That would be great. Just the entire miners needs to just go hacks free now, because it's been way too hacksy just every single game. But yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this recording of whatever it was. I'm tired. Goodbye.